sucking donkey balls. Big old hairy donkey balls. Bouncing, bouncing donkey balls. Your coach is a clown. Your team is sucking donkey balls. Big old hairy donkey balls. While I'm out here stacking paper on my grind, breaking walls, flexing with my crew. Yeah, we never take a fall. Thug life, living right while you bitches just stall. I'm the king of the block, got my hustle on lock. You be chasing all that hype, but your game's a cheap knot. My hustle's on the rise, your dreams looking like a flop. Talking big, you just a little fish the shark's about to chop. Your team is sucked, yeah, they ain't got no balls. While I'm out here falling, breaking down your walls. Big old hairy donkey balls, you know I stand tall. Talking tough, but you're soft like a kitten in the halls. In the streets I roam deep, got my pride like a beast. You a feast for my rhymes, I'm a savage, not the least. Rolling with my nig, and we feast like a feast. I'm the lion in the jungle while you're just a little niece. You want the smoke, step to me, I'll put you on blast. Your whole squad's looking weak, like a joke, not a cast. I'm the real deal, baby, you just stuck in the past. While I'm flexing on the daily, always moving so fast. Your team is sucked, yeah, they ain't got no balls. While I'm out here falling, breaking down your walls. Big old hairy donkey balls, you know I stand tall. Talking tough, but you're soft like a kitten in the halls. Ain't no game that you can play when I'm spitting this heat. I'm the one who runs the street, you just follow my feet. Confidence on blast, you can't handle my fleet. While you sucking donkey balls, I'm the king of this beat.
Ain't that complicated? I'm sipping the wine, riding this train to glory. Got my cash on my mind, all the way to hell and back. We don't play, we attack. Fuck 'em all, your team sucks balls. Stay out of my track. Ain't nobody dissing me and walking away unscathed. Smacking off the podcast, we ain't afraid. Rolling in these streets like a king, reaching for the paper until the final bell rings. Up in ya, where the hustle never sleeps. Bitches talking still, but they ain't too deep. We riding that glory, train full of fire. Light away, motherfucker, we're going higher. We're going higher. We're going higher. Our street life too fast, no time for regrets. Dodging all the hate, no time for your threats. I'm clocking my mileage, trunk full of ambition. Every bar I spit, man, it's a street composition. Run the blocks like a boss, never take a loss. All these fuckers in my rear view, paying the cost with me crew. Yeah, we ride or we die. Got the city on my back, watch the haters comply. Up in ya, where the hustle never sleeps. Bitches talking still, but they ain't too deep. We riding that glory, train full of fire. Right away, motherfucker, we're going higher. We're going higher. We're going higher. We ain't slipping. Hell no, we ain't. Every step I'm pimping. Hell yeah, we say we creep. Podcast spitting fire while these poles are just glare. We the lions of this jungle, so you better beware. So you better beware. Like a goddamn movie, I'm the star of the show. I'm full of ambition, let my true colors glow. I'm gripping on the path and I'm killing the scene. Ain't no stopping this train, just follow the dream. Fuck 'em all, I'm the realest, see the truth in my eyes. While you motherfuckers fumble, I'm the one that will rise. So bring your best game, but I'm calling you bluff. Cause when it's all said and done, man, you ain't that motherfucker. Up in ya, where the hustle never sleeps. Bitches talking still, but they ain't too deep. We riding that glory, train full of fire. Either way, motherfucker, we're going higher. We're going higher. We're going higher. The fuck you looking at? We the basketball pimps. Dr. Ball's in the house, slinging truth like limp dicks in the gym.
Yo, Dr. Balls roll deep, pockets kings from the north to the east, ballin' like a motherfucker, pockets fat, Glock cock. We the squad that knows all, spittin' facts, no cap. Hustle from the streets to the booth, stacking rats off rap. Scrawny clowns try to front, get your wig pushed back. Don't try to fuck me around, pussy, that's a lyrical attack. West Coast cruise in the 6'4", hydraulics bounce the beat. East Coast bar slice deep, leave you leaking in the street. Loyalty's the code, fuckers ride or get ghosted. Betray the fam, end up floated like a snitch in the ocean. Dr. Balls diagnosed the game, he the doc with the prescription. Truth serum, straight fire, burn your weak ass conviction. Dr. Balls in the house, ballin' like a motherfucker. Pocket cast it, tells it like it is, no suckers getting covered. Balls knows all, yeah, the realest in the spot. Don't try to fuck around, scrawny clown, get popped. Dr. Balls in the house, ballin' like a motherfucker. Street code certified, better bow down and suffer. Yeah. From the trap to the mic, we pimp the game like hoes on the ab. Surviving bullets and bullshit, now we laughing from the pad. Bitches flock to the pod, thirsty for that raw feed. Dr. Balls drop knowledge bombs, make them kneel and concede. Hustle never stops, slip a dub to a milli overnight. Enemies plot, but get folded, we the kings of the fight. G-Funk vibes sliding through the hood with the top peeled back. East Coast punchline crack jaws, leave your grill intact. Nah, scrawny motherfuckers bark loud but fold under pressure. We the basketball pimps, dunking on you clown for pleasure. Loyal to the soil, rep the block till we bury. Dr. Balls in the house, podcast legends never hurry. Dr. Balls in the house, ballin' like a motherfucker. Talking toss and tells it like it is, no suckers getting covered. Dr. Balls knows all, hey, the realest in the spot. Don't try to fuck around, scrawny clown, get popped. Dr. Balls in the house, ballin' like a motherfucker. Street code certified, you gon' ball down and suffer. Yeah. Final round, silly fuck scatter like roaches when the lights hit. Dr. Balls built an empire off the grit and the fight spit. From slinging dope dreams to viral streams on the net. We expose the fakes, watch them sweat, place your bets. Motherfuckers envy the glow, try to dim with the shade. But we armored up, street codes engraved like a blade. Ballin' harder than Shaq in his prime, rim shatter supreme. Like the past, close to the streets, living life like a fiend. Scrawny clowns stay pressed, but we don't entertain. Dr. Balls drop the truth, leave you stained in the pain. West Coast laid back killers with East Coast killer instinct in the house forever. Bow down, that's the distinct. Dr. Balls in the house, ballin' like motherfuckers. We know all. Tell it like it is. Fuck around and find out, clown. Peace.
Ain't that complicated? I'm sipping the wine, riding this train to glory. Got my cash on my mind all the way to hell and back. We don't play, we attack. Fuck 'em all, your team sucks balls. Stay out of my track. Ain't nobody dissing me and walking away unscathed. Smacking off the podcast, we ain't afraid. Rolling in these streets like a king, reaching for the paper until the final bell rings. Up in ya, where the hustle never sleeps. Bitches talking still, but they ain't too deep. We riding that glory, train full of fire. Light away, motherfucker, we're going higher. We're going higher. We're going higher. Our street life too fast, no time for regrets. Dodging all the hate, no time for your threats. I'm clocking my mileage, trunk full of ambition. Every bar I spit, man, it's a street composition. Run the blocks like a boss, never take a loss. All these fuckers in my rear view, paying the cost with me, crew. Yeah, we ride or we die. Got the city on my back, watch the haters comply. Up in ya, where the hustle never sleeps. Bitches talking still, but they ain't too deep. We riding that glory, train full of fire. Right away, motherfucker, we're going higher. We're going higher. We're going higher. We ain't slipping. Hell no, we ain't. Every step I'm pimping. Hell yeah, we say we creep. Podcast spitting fire while these poles are just glare. We the lions of this
I'm the star of the show. I'm full of ambition, let my true colors glow. I'm gripping on the path and I'm killing the scene. Ain't no stopping this train, just follow the dream. Fuck them all, I'm the realest, see the truth in my eyes. While you motherfuckers fumble, I'm the one that will rise. So bring your best game, but I'm calling your bluff. Cause when it's all said and done, man, you ain't that motherfucker. Up in ya, where the hustle never sleeps. Bitches talking still, but they ain't too deep. We riding that glory, train full of fire. Get away, motherfucker, we're going higher. We're going higher. We're going higher.
Your team is sucking donkey balls, big old hairy donkey balls. Bouncing, bouncing, donkey balls. Your coach is a clown. Your team is sucking donkey balls, big old hairy donkey balls. Bouncing, bouncing, donkey balls. Your coach is a clown. Your team is sucking donkey balls, big old hairy donkey balls. Bouncing, bouncing, donkey balls. Your coach is a clown. Your team is sucking donkey balls, big old hairy donkey balls. Bouncing, bouncing, donkey balls. Donkey balls. Your coach is a clown. Your coach is a clown.
Donkey balls are bouncing all around. Bounce up, bounce up. Balls donkey balls. Balls donkey balls are bouncing all around. Balls donkey balls are bouncing all around. Balls donkey balls are bouncing all around. Balls donkey balls are bouncing, celebrate.
These motherfuckers lay. Yes, these motherfuckers lay.
Fuck them. We don't want to talk about them. It's getting boring as fuck. These motherfuckers right here. Yes, these motherfuckers right here. Fuck them. We don't want to talk about them. It's getting boring as fuck.
Dr. Balls is a presentation of Smacking Off the Podcast.
In the house, what's going on? The doctor knows who's going down. Dr. Balls will know.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to Smacking Off the Podcast.
What's going on, Bob?
What's up, my man? With all the fun and excitement in the whole world.
Absolutely. And was it bittersweet for you to watch your Hurricanes go down in similar fashion to the way they typically go down these days last night?
Yeah, I mean, I really would love to see Miami win another championship, but it's so historic and such a big deal. Plus, I love the underdog. I've been in the groups for years talking about why can't the underdogs do it, and I've been getting smacked down with this for ever how long we've been doing it. But now the underdog has won, the biggest underdog of all time, not in the game, but in the history.
Are these underdogs? Are underdogs anymore, Bob? I'm not sure they are. Anybody?
Only because
I think any program, especially in a power conference, can do this.
That only changed on Monday night.
Now, as far as the game, it was the perfect game it was the perfect game for Indiana. The only way Miami was going to win the game. Do you remember the scenario? Sorry, you remember the scenario I laid out? Miami would have to. Well, that and Miami would have to get out to a lead. Miami can't play from behind. Not with a quarterback like Doofus there. He's going to throw interceptions unless Miami's playing if Miami's playing in arrears. That's as soon as they got the ball back, I was like, he's going to throw a fuck. I figured he would throw a pick six, to be honest.
Yeah, I figured it would happen too, and that was my prediction on the show last week that Beck was interception machine and turnover machine, and it would be pivotal. But I didn't think that. To be honest with you, unless they controlled the clock and the ball, I didn't think that Miami would be as close as they was. But they were highly talented. They got a great line. They had a great running back that made a big play. It was a nice run they had. Was it 80 yards? So
we may see them back. We may see them back in the mix. I don't think we'll see Indiana next year. There's no way to lose the maturity they're losing and not be affected.
That's true, but they're reloading. I think they can have.
I'm not saying they're going to fall out. I'm not saying that you're going to see a 2-12 Indiana team. I'm just saying that it's not going to shock me if they don't make the playoffs.
Yeah, I can see that, but I really think it's going to be more like last year where they're going to contend but not win it is what I see because the way they're reloading and the way they're able to evaluate prospects to see whether or not they fit their system as good or better than anybody. And you also have to say that of current coaches that are in the game, that he can prepare them better with more discipline than anybody out there as well. But it was certainly a factor that older players who were able to exhibit or were able to execute and have that discipline. So
their average age is, it's like playing an NFL team.
But aren't they losing a bunch to the portal?
Yeah, but I don't know about that, but they're definitely going to. How many seniors
going to Georgia Tech?
How many little seniors do they have? I know they've got some because they've got a lot of fucking experience on that team as far as
I think
age.
Most of their team is upperclassmen, if not grad students.
Now Mendoza's brother is transferred and went into the portal.
Yeah, he went to Georgia Tech.
But they just picked up TCU's quarterback though on the other hand, right? And that's why he transferred. Because they don't think he can beat him out. Now, Nikki, you know that quarterback, don't you?
Yeah, Hoover's really good, and honestly, he'll be actually scary. What he does on offense.
And Indiana's middle linebacker that was so impressive says he's coming back.
That's good.
All right, so everybody welcome Sean Devine.
All right.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, Sean.
What's going on, everyone?
We're discussing the great historic win last night. What's your initial feelings on that, Sean?
It was a heck of a season. A great story for sure.
Now, I've seen that they were. I've seen talk of them making movies, guys. I'm serious. There's at least 10 YouTube videos that I've seen today where they talk about making a movie out of this, right? I mean, that's how interesting it is. And to Doug's point, No team even with 713 career losses. So the history Indiana, they have 713 losses, the worst in FBS history. And even with NIL, it's amazing what happened in the last 2 years, considering that every other team had the opportunity to do the same things they did, and almost all the teams in the playoffs had more talent than they did. On paper.
I have a question. Now, 5 years from now, even 10 years from now, are we going to see this? Is this going to be a massive event still 10 years from now? Or are we going to see some new blood creep up in there every year now?
Depends
Well,
on
I
what
think
Indiana does.
wait.
Like you said, if we get new, what if Duke or Vanderbilt does this? Or
Wait. How many Signettis are out there? One. Okay, where you can't discount that
No,
this guy is
I'm
a
not
great.
You also can't discount that they have Mark Cuban as a benefactor to get players.
But they're not. They don't have. But they're not putting out 5-star players either. Not yet.
Yeah, but you still got to get them.
Signetti looks great, but it's too early to be like, he's the GOAT. It's too
But,
early.
I didn't say he was the GOAT
I'm
because
just
that's
saying.
a low. The
To
GOAT
answer
is.
Bob's question, I mean, if they do make a movie about it, I think Christopher Walken should certainly play Signetti. I think that'd be appropriate.
But
The GOAT, by definition, the term GOAT implies longevity.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, and so we're not there yet. But
No,
what
you're
I'm
not gonna have
saying
that with
is,
him. He's already 64 years of age.
Right. I mean, I don't know. I get your allegiance to the Signetti thing, and he may end up being a guy that rolls off. If he rolls off 3 national championships in the rest of his career, 3 total, counting this one.
then he's up there. He's up there. You still have the Bear. You still have Saban. You still have Bud Wilkinson. You still have Nuke Rockney.
No,
So
I disagree that he's up there, but he could be there. But
no,
it's way too fucking early for that.
No, what I'm saying is, if he wins a couple more,
I would agree.
You can be in the conversation, and people still know that you're not it.
How about
You
this
can't
one?
be the GOAT if Dabo Sweeney's still got more rings than you.
Yeah, true, Sean.
But can we agree on this? This is the greatest 2-year coaching performance in modern history.
I've never seen anything like it.
Particularly,
And I can actually go further than that because look what he did with James Madison as well. I mean, the guy wins. We know that.
Yeah, we've Googled him. The best picture that sums it all up was the first game he coached.
Went along.
Like my whole thing is look how long it's taken him to get. He's 64.
Yep, 64.
Okay, so he's just now hitting that stride, and it's kind of weird that it's happening when NIL and the transfer portal, all of that's in effect. So I have a hard time even putting him in that tier with the Bear Bryants and the Nick Sabans, and even put him in there with Sweeney. I can't yet.
Oh no, at this point, but I think what Ed's saying is if he rolls off a couple more.
Yeah, they had to go through hell to get where they're at.
I do think it's the greatest turnaround of a moribund program of all time, of a moribund power program. Where, I mean, you just look at the first game he coached in 2024. And I think it was Labor Day weekend. Memorial Stadium, even though he pumped them up with his speech 6 months prior to the basketball game, was still 3/4 empty in his first game. So what he did over the last 2 years to take a decrepit program and move it just in 2 years. They threw the stat graphic up last night. They were last of all the power programs as far as he's at least got him above. I don't know who they didn't mention. Maybe they didn't want to hurt the innocent.
Mendoza.
But whoever it is now, Indiana is not the worst program of all time in the power of the power teams.
Yeah. This season went a long way. You know what really amazes me, Sean?
Probably
It's
Kentucky.
like, so we go into this season, and I'm thinking to myself, and I'm sure that if everybody will just admit it, I believe everybody will admit this. I'm wondering if last year 24 was a fluke with Indiana, right? I'm wondering if it's a fluke. Now I'm wondering if it was a fucking fluke that they didn't win more games last year.
No, I think the team. I think the roster was. I think the roster was better.
Championship game.
I think the roster was better this year.
Oh, absolutely.
Portal. I mean, he utilized it, built that.
I
team.
don't think last year was a fluke. The only two games you lose to are the two teams that end up playing in the national championship game. I mean,
No. I mean, I just mean, you know.
It seemed as if it was, and now in retrospect, it seems like
Now
it
I'm
was.
looking at it and I'm wondering, was it a little flukish that they lost 3 games last year? Because how good they look this year. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see what Indiana puts together for 26.
I thought they lost 2 games last year.
I think it was just 2, right?
I thought they lost 3.
No, they lost to Ohio State in the regular season, and they lost the Big Ten championship. They lost their college football playoff game to, appearance.
So Notre Dame is the
Notre
last
Dame.
team.
Yes. Yup, and to your point, looks like they watched that tape. I'd agree with that because the play that they called for Mendoza when all the marbles were on the line. So I'd agree with that assertion that you made earlier.
You're correct. 2 losses.
Well, the marbles
The
weren't on
loss
the
at
line
Ohio
because
State
they were
kept
still
them out
ahead.
of the Big Ten championship game.
Hell yeah. But
go ahead, Ed. I'm sorry, Ed.
All the marbles were not on the line on that play by Mendoza because they were still ahead, but it was very important.
Well, yeah, I mean, a field goal still would have done them well because then that makes Miami have to get a touchdown to beat them versus kicking a field goal.
Which they did.
Yeah, I mean, but to put it all on the line there to really, back Miami into a corner there was that was a big Stones call by Signetti. You got to give him credit. He calls the timeout and says, "Hell with 3, give me 7," and it worked out. It was executed almost as perfectly as the original play
The
call.
timeout was not to think about what to do; it was to call the right play.
So, Sean, you remember me picking Miami and how I picked Miami. I said Miami would jump out to a lead. Indiana would come back, kind of
the opposite.
Yeah, it was the opposite, and I knew by halftime I knew that Miami wasn't going to win because they were playing this game where they were going to try to play catch up the whole game. And when you have a turnover-prone quarterback, that's not how you want to do it. Not against Indiana, especially.
Well, Beck played
They just
pretty
woke
well.
up too late. If they had done a little bit more in the first half,
had they jumped out to a lead like I was predicting,
even not a lead, but had they been even at halftime versus down,
that punt block was so big. That punt block was huge.
And special teams in general.
That was Miami's Achilles heel this year. Poor special team. You had a block punt return for a touchdown there, and you had a missed field goal. Yeah, I mean, special teams is especially in these semifinal and championship games, is so important. Cannot overlook special teams.
No, especially
They
when
wanted every
you've got
special team.
when you've got a balanced matchup like Miami gave them the best game that we've seen since maybe the Ohio State game.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, I mean, they were starting to push them. The problem, Miami started running out of time there in the fourth. But if that game was another 5 minutes, that O-line was starting to wear down that Indiana defensive line by the end of the game, no doubt.
The discipline of Indiana definitely made a hellacious difference. Miami is not that disciplined of a team.
Discipline and execution.
Indiana's linebacking crews was fantastic. They just really stuffed the run, except for that one big breakout run. that they had in the third quarter. But majority of the game, their linebackers controlled the line of scrimmage, really supported them.
Yeah. And then not only that, as far as back to special teams for a minute, there in the last 6 drives for Miami, the best starting position was the 25-yard line. Their own 25. So all those drives were long, and it gave more and more opportunities for there to be a turnover, right? Or for something to go wrong, or for them not to get a first down. They're starting so far back. That's more and more plays, long drives. They weren't able to have a lot of explosive plays. So by the time that he started pressing, I felt it was inevitable that there would be a turnover. Even in that last drive where it looked like they were going to drive and they had a chance, I just felt it would be inevitable because they had skirted a disaster over and over again.
I mean, the only thing you could say there is Beck did not need to make that throw.
No, he had open right over on the other side, not being covered.
You could have gone the other way. It's a shorter gain, but you get the first down, and the clock would still stop for a bit on the first down, and you live to fight another day. That looked like it was just,
throw it up, see what
typical
happens.
Carson Beck winging a prayer, and then it didn't materialize.
I knew Miami's best chance was for their defense to have to come through, not their offense.
That's why
I went.
The ball, they're a different team. When you make Miami exclusively beat you with Carson Beck. Carson Beck, we've seen, makes mistakes. We saw it in the Louisville game.
Right. That's what they did.
But I have a question because it's kind of been weighing on me. They asked Doza before the game about going to class, and he made it clear he was only taking a few online classes. They asked Beck the same thing. Did you go to class yesterday? And he says, I haven't been to class in 2 years.
Damn.
Well, to me, it's a wasted opportunity. You'd think you'd be taking, you graduated from Georgia 2 years ago. Think you'd be taking master's degree classes at least.
Yeah.
And Doza said he's been taking classes online for their degree. But Beck,
He's on the old Matt Leinart program, ballroom dancing, theater appreciation,
basket weaving. That's what they had at Marshall.
Like, going to step in and say something about that, because how are you still playing college football but you're not attending the college?
I believe that's an excellent point, and I wonder if anybody's explored this, especially since he made a statement like that. He has so much notoriety. I mean, to your point, Sean, to me that's a waste. You can't guarantee that you're going to play in the NFL or you're even going to make the team. Or I'm sure somebody's going to draft him, right? But you can't guarantee that you're going to make the team, that you're not going to get injured tomorrow, right? Yeah, and you just want to use your opportunities to make the best position for yourself you can in life, and really be stupid not to. But he makes stupid decisions in the game. What's that, Nikki?
You have to have at least a 2.0 grade point average to play, be an athlete. You have to have all of these qualifications to even be on the field. But it's okay to play football and not have the same qualifications as the younger guys just because you can now. There's something that doesn't seem like it doesn't add up.
Well, that's the changes that are going to be in the future coming down the line, is that I think this NC2A has to say no one gets any more, early exemptions. It's only going to be mandatory 5 years and you're out. And I think that's good. I think extending their college career doesn't help them.
And I think if you get that medical, 6 years, say, or in his case, 7 years, like it has to be mandatory. You're still furthering your education. You're still going to class. He said he hasn't been to class in 2 years. So that means
that was the problem, Nikki, was that most colleges and most coaches can always find an illness with an athlete and bench him and keep him. and let him extend it one more year. And that's the whole loophole that has to be removed.
Yeah, there's that.
I mean,
That's
to Nikki's point, yeah, either work on a second undergraduate degree or work on a master's degree, but you should be trying to be taking classes to gain
like you
something.
same qualifications. You have to have the same as any other player on that team. It doesn't matter freshman, grad student. It does. You should still have
Yeah,
to have.
you should be attending classes.
Yeah,
I
and
agree with that.
even if you're online, like Mendoza said, I only go to one class actually on campus once a week. But all my other classes are online. I am further education. So at least he was at least coached to know to say that, because I feel like that there's going to be some type of repercussion with Miami, knowing that he's not, and maybe even Georgia, because that means he didn't go a whole year at Georgia.
Yes, I mean he didn't do nothing at Georgia either.
Mm-hmm.
He did graduate. He did get his degree from Georgia. I mean,
He didn't go the 6th year because he said he hasn't been to class in 2 years.
but he said he's got it. Remember, he enrolled early, and they're there in the summers. So most of these guys can get their undergraduate degree done in 3 years. So, but to Bob's point, the difference in major college football and the NFL, Bob, is about 9,400, give or take. So there are about 11,250 players playing power or FBS, that is to say, FBS football. There are 32 teams with 53-man rosters. So it's just short of 10,000 is the difference between some of these guys might go on to the next level, and then a lot of them will not go on to the next level.
Yeah, the odds are horrid. So
Now you could go to the UFL or Canada, so there are some jobs there for football players. So, maybe that drops it down to 8,500, we'll say, for just sake of argument. But that's still way more that won't further their football career and will need their degree or degrees.
Which, putting the amount, that's pretty much exactly what's in the portal right now. That doesn't have a team. That many players will not make it to the NFL is literally what's setting in the portal right now that hasn't committed to a team or hasn't been offered.
Yeah, I think I saw like over 5,000 right now in the portal.
Yeah, it was started out as 11,000 and the change, and then while we're sitting right here, and that doesn't include who's jumped in from Miami and Indiana, but it was like 5,000 or 6,000 still left in the portal that doesn't have a job.
Yeah, 5,600 and something. It was mind-boggling.
We
The
had
grass
20
isn't always
kids
greener.
through the UW, and only there were 11 unclaimed athletes that didn't transfer out of the 22. So only 10 got in. Who transferred out. So really, so their college career possibly could be over with unless they walk on.
I think,
or they drop down to FCS or Division II.
Yep, that's very well could happen also.
And then they'll jump back in the portal next year. That's what's crazy. We had 26 when the portal opened, and we ended up only having, by the time that Summerall was able to have meetings with them, he ended up getting half of those to stay. So, and I think I haven't found a team yet.
Now, if they haven't picked up a agent, can they come back, or is it still the rule that if once they get an agent, they can't come back?
Well, now you can have an agent in college football, so I really don't think that matters.
Okay.
Because
yeah, that's logical.
So I don't think that even exists anymore. It used to be.
Yeah, it used to be, yeah.
And so I don't think anymore it matters because these college agent before they leave high school. It's crazy. Like my friend's son, he signed with an agency his senior year. He was getting ready to commit, and he went ahead and signed with an agency. I mean, that's like the new norm. If you don't have an agent to work out your deal for college,
Doug won't return my agent's phone calls about this podcast.
Yep.
I'm just kidding.
Well, you're going to be a lot more in demand when you move to Ann Arbor.
No,
He's
yeah, in demand is meant as much as Ed wants tickets. That's the demand.
So,
yeah.
Well, no, they're not that hard to get.
I meant good tickets. Ed.
So, Sean, here's
we don't want
the
to be
big.
up in the cheap seats.
Here's the big. No, I've been to 3 games and I had great seats every time, and they were reasonable. But anyway, here's my question: what are the? I'm not going to ask what the chances are you're going to be like a fan, but what are the chances you'll like not hate them when you're there?
Depends on if I finish my degree there or not.
Okay.
So there is a chance.
There's a chance. Yes.
There's a chance.
Now,
so you're saying there's a chance?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm still looking at cabins nearby, so Sean can go ride dirt bikes. You know what I'm saying? And get himself all broke up while he's on duty.
I'll give you when are you going?
Sometime in the summer.
All right. So before then,
I
I'll
won't
give
hate them as much as I hate USC.
I didn't know you hated USC.
Oh well, yeah. That's
I mean,
number one, right?
Notre Dame, USC. You ever think about?
Oh
it?
yeah. Never mind.
That's number
But
one, and they
before
won't play
you-
us now. Yeah.
So around that time, I will give you all the really good eats around.
I would appreciate it for sure. No, I mean, the only axe I have to grind lately is just the way they. I mean, one, the recent scandals that have come out. If they had just done it the right way, I don't think there'd be an axe to grind. I think, and we've gone over on previous shows the reasons for, and then it all came crashing down when Moore crashed out. I mean, but the Stallions thing, I think the university mishandled, regardless of whatever punishments and penalties they received. I don't think many people think it's enough. But if that hadn't happened, I mean, I wouldn't have an axe to grind. The team itself the team that won that championship was a damn good team. It's unfortunate that there were other extenuating circumstances that shed a negative light on the players. Let the players play, and we don't have anything to gripe about.
I think
they hired the right coach to strain the team, and working with the new AD, maybe they can untwist what has happened there in Michigan, because if you really look at, they have a real bad image now, and I don't know how long it's going to take to change the opinion of a lot of people in this country about being a cheater.
Yeah, I think Whittingham is certainly a hire in the right direction. He's always been a class
absolutely.
act. So
Great
that's
man,
start.
great hire.
I think the AD department, after that external, investigation by that legal team they hired, whatever that says, if that says clear house to some other individuals that have been hanging around, then you do it and you bring in people that are going to actually be accountable.
Now, what was interesting to me about that team was that a lot of people were saying that power football was dead, and it had been making a comeback. But when Michigan won a championship with it, it pretty much established that power football never goes out of style.
Yeah, no, that was a hell of a team that they put together, and the way they played was old school, and it obviously proved it still works.
Yep, that's quite a powerful team, and I love the running attack. But you can look at the alternate side of that, and Penn State wasn't able to win with it. So with similar talent, so hats off to the coach. And if the cheating was part of it, the strategy of it, though, it seems somewhat suspect.
I will give Michigan their props. Jim Harbaugh is a much better football coach than James Franklin. I think we can all agree on that.
Yes, we can agree on that.
We can.
But James Franklin is a pretty good coach. I mean, I think he got a little bit of a bad rap there at the end at Penn State.
I think they were just fed up with the same old, which is, man, you have these great recruiting classes and high expectations, and they never pan out. You know.
Well, Drew Aller was not what he was cracked up to be. Let's be honest.
Well, then you should.
Yeah, the days of that like, if you miss on a quarterback, it's unfortunate, but in the fast food business, look at how fast the NFL is firing coaches at a clip now. I think there were 10 vacancies this year, and some of these guys they've
John
got fired.
Harbaugh getting fired.
They've got Harbaugh. All the guy did was, generally go to the playoffs every year. Every now and then they met, but Tomlin was a winner every year, and if you don't win the championship nowadays, it's like you're gone. So it's unfortunate, but it's the world we live in. But I think Penn State people were just tired of the very high expectations of. Aller was a letdown at the quarterback position, but they had a great offensive line. They had great running backs. Their defense was not the worst. I'm not saying it was the 85 Bears, but it was serviceable. And, inexplicably, they'd lose games they shouldn't lose. And after how many years had Franklin been there? 8 years, 9 years? They were fed up with B+ results when they wanted A results.
Well, it was 3 in a row that did him in.
Oh, this season, yeah, the regular season losses, absolutely.
And that was amazing with all those recruiting classes that they had that were 1AAA great plus athletes, and you end up with what in your hand.
I can't recall Franklin ever not having a top 10 recruiting class.
Yeah,
while he was at Penn State.
Year in and year out.
Well, I think that's.
But that's the difference between a James Franklin and a Dabo Swinney. If you strike lightning in a bottle, where you find that, that type of quarterback, that's college football generational talent, you can win a championship. And if you don't, well, you might be out of a job.
But that's one thing with Michigan that I can think, even though they don't have a top-rated quarterback, they can still win.
No, they do now.
Yeah.
Now they do. Underwood's a 5-star, and they paid big bucks to get him. So now they do have the quarterback. You just got to get the pieces around him. Yeah. To me, it's more impressive winning the national championship with a J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah, but he was great. He was a pretty good manager, and they had really good. And the tight ends were outstanding. He had somebody to go to, and out of the formations they were running, you really couldn't afford to double the tight ends. They were almost always single.
He had a great supporting cast around him with the receivers, the tight ends, monster O-line, and great tailbacks.
He had weapons.
Yeah, and so you're right, Bob. He did enough to make sure he didn't lose the game and let those guys win the game.
And the running game was powerful. It was just played powerful. There was I think 2 different times during that season that they just ran the ball all game long and crushed them into powder. And then
I think one of those was the Penn State game, the second half of the Penn State game. I don't think they threw a forward pass.
Right, and the beauty of that is if you're McCarthy, you're not getting hit all the time, right? And you come out of that game fresh, and then when you have to come in the game, and then the game's up to you, you're not beat all to hell and shell shocked from the last game because you didn't do much.
I'm sure he wishes he was still at Michigan now and not in the NFL.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, he's having a rough time.
He's having a rough time up there with the Vikings. That's for sure. But it just proves there's more than one way to win, a national team. Stetson Bennett, no one argue he's the next coming of Tom Brady, but he did enough to, help Georgia win the national championship. With key throws and key runs at times. He's either the backup or the third stringer for the Rams at this point in time. And it doesn't look like Matt Stafford's going to give his job away anytime soon. Stafford's still playing at He's either 37 or 38, and he's still playing at a very, very high clip. If you watch this past weekend's Rams Bears game, he made all the throws in horrible weather. So, guys like him don't come around often.
It was
What an amazing comeback in that game, Sean. That was amazing.
I mean, you had two great guys going at each other, and I know Stafford didn't win a Heisman, but everyone would agree he's a hell of a quarterback.
Oh yeah.
And then you had the Heisman winner, Caleb Williams, on the other side. I mean, that was a heck of a quarterback duel, and I mean, that's kind of how the NFL is. You better have the man at that position, but college you can still win with a bit of a game manager, with a guy that's not going to make the mistakes. I mean, Mendoza's not the fastest guy in the world, doesn't have the strongest arm in the world, but he doesn't make mistakes. He's cerebral.
No, he doesn't. Yeah.
He never puts IU in a bad position. I think one time, and the game was kind of already out of hand, but I think he had that fumble against Oregon in the Peach Bowl, but they were already up, I think, 21 or 28, so it didn't really matter. But most of the time I watched him, he never did anything dumb to put Indiana in a bad position.
I'm kind of glad Moore's staying at Oregon for another year. Yeah, I think
he's got 50 million reasons.
Yeah, but still, I mean, he saw he wasn't ready, and I'm happy he stayed there at Oregon.
I agree. I think he's not ready for the NFL, Bruce, for sure.
Yeah. And will Mendoza? That's a big question. I'm not too sure. I just like big, tall quarterbacks. Let's go over the line of scrimmage.
I do think he got a dose of what the NFL was going to be like last night, early in the game, when those edge rushers were hounding him for Miami. Because that's going to be every Sunday next year for him. So he better have some protection.
He proves that strengthening that mentality. That's that kid or guy, man. Like
He's a tough kid, though. Very tough.
I mean, that touchdown run wasn't shabby, dude.
No, he took a good pop there as he was crossing the goal line.
The picture of him scoring is iconic. That picture is already becoming iconic. The picture of him scoring that touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, he seems like a really nice guy. He's pretty humble. Unlike one of the other Heisman finalists that we discussed a lot on this program this year. So you can only wish the best for Mendoza. I'll tell you what, though, the Raiders, if they draft him, better get some protection for him, because the Raiders couldn't block a sitting parking cone this year with that offensive line.
Is he a good choice for the Raiders?
Well, they need a quarterback, but they need so much more. I mean, it's the defense is one of the worst in the league, and the offensive line couldn't block, Ed or me or Bruce, if we wanted to rush.
Well, let me ask you this: do you think Sean? Do you think Gino's done, or Pete Carroll was he's seen better days?
No, his days were past. I mean,
I think Pete lost his fastball.
As much as I love him, and he's Mr. What do you call it, DEI, but I really like the guy. It's just time has passed.
I just think, Pete is 74 at this point in time, and I think his eye for talent has slowly started to wane.
Snyder
he really thought and at one time he was absolutely an excellent talent evaluator, but I think he thought the Raiders roster was better than what it is, which it's at least a 2, if not a 3-year rebuild.
The offensive line's not very good, is it?
It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible.
No.
But
Do you think Mr. Davis will ever sell that team?
He's already sold 10% to Tom Brady and some other people, but no.
Well, I hope he sells the other 80%.
I don't know. But and the other thing we always talk about with these coaches is ego. So not only did Pete misread the roster, which wasn't very good, but coaches have that ego of, well, I'm a better coach than the last guy that was here. I can turn chicken shit into chicken salad. and Pete's time is unfortunate. It's past. He's got a Super Bowl. He's got a couple of national championships. So he's got his laurels. He's probably going to be at least in the College Football Hall of Fame. Who knows if he'll make the Pro Football Hall of Fame? But he's made plenty of money, and he had one last ride with the Raiders, and now it's time to. He could go do TV. Go do TV.
Yeah,
I agree. He's a good personality. He'd be great on TV, I think.
He's a positive, fun, energetic guy, so he'd be great for TV.
All right, guys, y'all know what we need, right?
What's that?
We need, whoever can help, and it ain't gonna be me. We need to transition from college football to college basketball, because that's the only game in town. All
of us, Doug, have a conference we can talk about for hoops. I mean, your Alabama Crimson Tide are playing some good hoops these days.
You know what, Sean? I haven't watched a basketball game this year yet.
Well, it's
just a lack of time. But I'm trying to get my brain wrapped around it, and I need you guys to convince me.
That's an athletic team.
Oates
they
got
just
his
can
dudes.
play a little bit of defense. They can be dangerous.
And Michigan's looking good. We got Ed rooting for Michigan, obviously. So
yeah,
they
they're
scare
looking
me.
good. Those Cats are sucking.
Nikki's got the defending national champions.
Yeah,
That's
we're
right.
there right now. We finally are clicking.
We was blowing smoke up Ed's ass on the last Dr. Balls. As soon as he left, he's like, guys, I gotta go to bed. As soon as he jumped off, what's the first thing we said, Bob? Sorry, I said it. Go ahead.
You said it. You said fuck them.
Fuck Michigan.
Fuck Michigan. Yeah.
Hey, I don't need to defend Ed. Ed can defend himself, but I mean, the Wolverine basketball team is a scary good basketball team this year.
Yeah, I realize
They are good. They got their guards. They're part. They're great.
And they got a deep
bring
bench,
down-
man. Like everybody on that team can play. I would be surprised if Michigan's not in the Final Four. I would be damn surprised.
I agree.
They're looking strong like that. And really, the only other team, now there's lots of teams in the top 10 that are really good, but really the only team that's scary like that to me, other than them, is Arizona. Though I'm seeing Purdue's got possibilities too, but Arizona's fucking loaded and
I
really
think it's
good.
Arizona and Michigan right now until someone else.
We played
proves-
Michigan State the other night, and they looked pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be excited to see. I don't think Ed can correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think they're both still unbeaten. I'd love to see that. I can't wait till they play. But Nebraska's unbeaten, and Michigan has only got one loss.
Yeah, to Wisconsin.
And I think that's going to be an absolute hell of a basketball game in the Big Ten for sure.
And we've won 3 straight after that loss, so we now we're not destroying people.
I mean,
You only beat us by 10.
Yeah, 2 10-point wins and 14 over Indiana tonight.
Are you
Yeah,
not
I
at
mean,
number? Y'all are at number 2, right, Ed?
No, I think we're at 4 now.
Yeah, I've got that. I'll get
The
forward there.
rankings don't matter. What matters is you get to March healthy.
Yeah,
and-
that's when things.
Sorry, I seen Michigan at number 2 on one poll. It must have been Ed's poll.
No, we were number 2 for a long time.
Oh, okay.
Do y'all see this Vandy Arkansas score right now? Arkansas's up on Vandy 36-19.
Jeez, and
I think
Arkansas has talent.
Vandy has proven to be like they started 16-0, but
We
once
broke-
they're into SEC league play, and the SEC is going to be one of the best conferences this year, toughest conferences. You'll start seeing Vandy take some L's. I mean,
I think
in Arkansas, I know they got some losses on their record, but that's a sneaky good team with John Calipari there. Despite what Dr. Balls might say, considering Cal's not one of his most favorite guys in the world, but he's got some dudes on that Arkansas roster, man. You can't deny that.
He's got some dudes that actually play defense, right? So that's the one thing that you can say about Cal is at least his teams will play defense even if they can't score. So you'll see some defense out of them, and The only thing I'd have to say that I've missed from the California area is I like defense, and they have not exhibited any under Pope, especially this year. And it's just they're just not delivering the goods, and they've got every bit of talent, in my opinion, that anybody in the country has. Even though there's a couple more top-rated individual players in general as a program right now, Kentucky is not the player.
Bob, I think Landon is more upset with Pope than you are.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, he doesn't happy.
You just can't shuck him this quick. I mean, you could, but you just can't shuck him this quick. It might be an aberration. Let's take another look at it. It looks to me like he's capable of getting a team to the NCAA tournament and making noise, no matter what level of talent he's got, because the results are no different now than they were at BYU. And really, you have to say they were almost better.
This is year number 2. What happened last year, Bob?
Well, they went to the tournament and pretty much lost early by UK standards, anyway.
I mean, you really, yeah, exactly. Until Kentucky gets into the postseason, I've learned over the years that Kentucky can look like they're not gonna, they're just not up to snuff or whatever, and they get in a fucking tournament and get hot. I've seen it happen a lot of times.
That was them last year. It was the SEC tournament. They started really playing some scary basketball. Y'all made it to the Sweet 16, didn't you?
Yeah, we made it to the Sweet 16, and they were actually top 5 most of the year. The offense was off the hook, and they were really scoring. They had some defensive efficiencies, but they had one player, Oway, who they still have, that could play some outstanding defense. And what happened this year is they had a lot of injuries cascaded, and when the guys came back, they weren't as good. But we've discovered a guy, right? So while our 7-foot-something centers were hurt, they discovered another guy that's pretty good. And I can't believe I can't remember his name right now. I'm distracted. So there's some hope, but I mean the SEC's tough, guys.
But just look at Florida. Everyone wanted Golden fired, and they didn't even want to give him a chance. Our fan base wants to fire everyone after one loss, but he finally found his feet. He finally found his players, and he was able to take them to the national championship. I think Pope is capable of that with no issue. It's just him taking control of the program. Coming in after Coach Cal, I mean, come on. He has to, it's kind of like DeBoer at Alabama. He has to finally get control of the program and it be his program now without those expectations that everyone had for Coach Cal.
But, to your point there, Nikki, next year, the preseason, the way too early preseason poll has Alabama at 16 or 17. So the result has been slightly less every year, and that's what Pope is exhibiting, right? Yeah. And you should be able to win the Natty at Kentucky, and we're spending the fucking money. We'll spend the damn money. We don't give a damn, right? Yeah. And
I think for basketball, the expectations, regardless of coach, are always high at Kentucky. That's
and Duke. I mean, I
Duke,
Duke Kansas, out. I don't ever eliminate North Carolina. I mean, I just sent the group the top 25, and it's an interesting top 25 because it's got some of your usual suspects, but then you see this like sprinkling of this NIL bearing weight in the top 25 for hoops that of some teams that you normally wouldn't see. The Iowa States, the Texas Techs, the Clemsons, and even Georgia. Georgia normally is not what you call a great basketball program.
They're having a good year so far.
But they're having a great year. So, I mean, some of these programs are benefiting. Gonzaga's in the top 10. They're a usual suspect. Duke, of course, is up there. Purdue, Connecticut. But, I mean, where it's kind of hurts some of the programs that are usuals is Kansas and North Carolina are ranked, but Kansas is 13-5 and North Carolina is 14-4. So they're not at the peak of their powers like they used to be. They've come back to earth a little bit. And then you look at a team like BYU that's 16-2. They're using
NIL and the portal, and BYU's having a great year.
What about UConn and your favorite?
The Jays are having they're in a rebuild year, and they're going to be in the middle of the Big East. Maybe make the NIT, but the top 10. I mean, this is a rock hard top 10. Arizona's number 1 at 18-0. UConn is number 2 at 18-1. Michigan is 3rd at 16-1. Purdue is 4th at 17-1. Duke is 5 at 17-1. Houston, I think they were in the Final Four last year. They're at 6 at 17-1. Nebraska, now this is a new one. Nebraska is 7th and they're 18-0.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Gonzaga's 8th at 19-1. Iowa State is 9th at 16-2, and then Michigan State rounds out the top 10 at 16-2. So you got some new blood in there, and then you got some usual suspects.
I think we might make our first NC2As in the last 5 years and 10 years, probably.
Washington?
Sprinkle's done a good job.
Let's see if they're currently in the others receiving votes, because not in the top 25 right now. They are.
Oh no, I don't think they will be, but they're working on it. They're really up and coming if they can keep healthy, and they have it, and that's their big down point.
Kentucky and Tennessee are in the others receiving votes. St. John's, Wisconsin, St. Mary's, Villanova, Texas A&M. They're all in the receiving votes, but aren't in the top 25. So I mean, it's going to be a rock fight to the end for those last at large seedings in the tournament.
He started hot until they got to conference play. Fell off.
I mean, because the thing people is you have those 32 guaranteed, and of those 32, you take out the Power 6, so you're talking 26 of kind of those what they call one bid leagues. So, every now and then they might get 2, but those are the ones that are going to burst a bracket for an Arkansas or a Seton Hall or a Wisconsin, et cetera, et cetera.
Even teams like Western Kentucky can make a little noise. There's always some Atlantic. What is it? The Atlantic Athletic Conference, the AAC.
The Metro Athletic Association Conference, the MAAC.
Yes, they've looked good. So there's lots of opportunities for that. Then the Sun Belt, there's some possibilities there. So the season's going to be interesting, guys. And the Big 12 is looking pretty good. Iowa State's a good team. I think they're going to do it. Obviously, Arizona is rocking. So I think the whole conference outlook of the Big 10 is fairly strong overall. And I'm looking through here. Purdue is coming on. I think they're playing the right way, which is going to really, with their size, is going to suit them well by the end. Virginia's an underdog. I really like the way they've played this year. So
I think Michigan State's a little hard to gauge this year. They're good, but they seem like they're not quite what they've been.
I would agree with
that. I thought they didn't play a balanced game, but they looked good the other night when we played them.
Yeah, well, they're well coached, right? He knows what to do in the tournament. He's a tournament coach. If he can just get a team into the tournament, the possibilities are endless. So
yeah, you don't look at your schedule and just put a check mark next to their name and count it as a win.
No, right. Not with Tom Izzo still on the pine there in East Lansing.
No. Now is this his final year?
They need some guys that can shoot the ball better. They can rebound and play in the paint real well, but they don't have that guy that can get you a basket that easily. At least from the few times I've watched them, they move the ball around a lot, trying to find a shot when they're playing a team that has a pretty good defense.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. But just like Indiana in execution, the execution will be sharp by the end of the year for sure with him. And since they do have to run plays and sets for guys, they don't have anybody that's really just going to dominate right off the bat. Then that can make them dangerous if they're executing well and run their sets. They would control the tempo, And I know, like most Tom Izzo teams, are going to play great defense, and which is really
he's built for the tournament. I mean, that's as long as he gets an invite, you don't want to see them in your bracket. I mean, he proved that a couple of years ago when they were in the play-in games in Dayton, and then they almost made it to the Final Four. I mean,
because they're almost impossible to blow.
He's a legend for a reason.
They're almost impossible to blow out.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that because the fact that if you control the tempo, it makes it tougher for teams to score against you like in that fashion.
Now, as much as we're giving praise to the Big Ten, they've won 3 championships in football in a row, something they haven't done since 1940 to 42.
Oh, they're definitely they are the conference right now.
They are the conference right now for football, but Ed, we're still talking about the drought, right? In basketball,
it's been a while.
It's I think still 2000 when the Mateen Cleaves led Spartans won the championship.
The Flintstones.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's still the last Big Ten March Madness champion.
You know what team we're missing? Oh no. UConn's in number
Big Ten, which the Big Ten right now has 5 teams in the top 25 right now.
And what, the SEC has the other 20.
To me, is the best hope. I know Nebraska is unbeaten, but I don't think Nebraska is as battle tested as Michigan is.
And there's UConn.
No, but they're good though.
They are very well coached. What's his? I can see his face. Former NBA guy
is it Hoiberg?
Yeah, Freddie Hoiberg.
Hoiberg, yeah,
man out there. He's a damn good coach. Very good.
Absolutely, coaching is everything when you get into the tournament, right? The game changes. It gets more physical in general. I would call it tighter called, but it's called better in general. There's more eyes on it. And also, there's all kinds of TV timeouts. Like during the season, an up-tempo team can just run you out of the gym. And that's where I misgauged Purdue a couple years ago when they won it. Is I thought, the up-tempo teams will just run them out of the gym. Because in the regular season, I'd seen signs of that. But in the tournament, they were able to take advantage of the TV timeouts and keep Edie fresh. So the game
won it. They got to the championship game, but they couldn't surpass UConn. But
right.
Yeah, the TV timeouts help those slow plotting teams to stay fresh because you get more of them there. You got to make that TV money, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we should be yelling about over the college football playoff more than anything else. Is thank God we don't have to see any more of those Fansville commercials until next fall.
Absolutely. Well, the new wrinkle
it felt like we were going to a TV timeout every other minute.
Yeah. I mean, Bosworth is pretty cool, but not that many fucking times, right?
I just say not 100 times in one night. That's for sure. Him or the Aflac duck.
Boz comes over good on film. I'm really shocked that he didn't make more of himself as an actor.
Yeah, he does well as the sheriff in those, but it's like, well, they need to make more of those different ones. So we're not,
man. You know what they need to do? They need to recast the Andy Griffith Show with him as Andy.
That'd be great. I'd like that.
That's fun.
Damn it. That's crazy, guys. So
who would play Don Knotts' role is the question.
Shit, let's think about that shit.
Yeah, that'd be hard to.
I mean, Jack Black's too big, isn't he?
Who was the guy that was in those movies? He played like an ape they made a human out of or something like that. Had the black hair and the big bug eyes.
You talking about the dude that's dead? You mean from
No. He's got they try to cancel him. Because he was a conservative. He's got black hair.
And what movie did you say?
He's been Encino Man. No, that wasn't Encino Man because that's Pauly Shore. Well, we can do Pauly Shore though.
Okay,
He's looking for work.
Hey,
I'm sure.
Pauly Shore is 5 will work for me.
Yeah, we could do Barney Fife and Pauly Shore. We could do that. We could resurrect Pauly Shore for that. We could even shave him bald and see how goofy he looked.
Y'all ever
I mean,
seen The Village?
No.
Remember the special guy in The Village? Shit, did anybody see The Village?
Special.
Yeah, he's a little skinny guy like that. Maybe that would work.
Yeah. Now that Pee Wee Herman is dead.
Brian
Pee Wee Herman
Bosworth
is
and
Yeah,
Pauly
Pee Wee
Shore
Herman could have done
played in, Queen. God, what's his name?
Garth?
No, the guy who played. What's his name? The lead singer for Queen.
The lead singer for what?
Queen.
Oh,
Freddie Mercury.
Freddie
no,
Mercury.
the guy that played
Freddie
him.
Mercury.
Oh,
the
Rami
kid who played
Malek.
Freddie Mercury in the movie Queen. He
Yeah,
has
Rami
those
Malek played
eyes.
him.
Okay, so Sacha Baron Cohen was supposed to play Freddie Mercury, so we'll go with Sasha as Barney.
Well, if that's
Him with Bosworth, that'd be great.
I think Maurice should do it then. He's better than
Marie,
Oh.
yeah, fuck yeah, man.
Mhm.
That wouldn't. Hey, that would bring us some.
It
They
would.
may actually mention this is the guy that shows up in the pictures for smacking off the podcast.
He would have to stop it like every few lines.
I mean, we're not far enough in the. Within 5 years, we can probably create a Maurice using AI.
I'll be back in a minute. Hold on.
Sorry, you got to take a shit, don't you?
No.
Oh. Figure you had to take care of you gotta answer the call of the wild, man. When
Hey,
the
y'all
call
want to
of
leave?
wild-
Y'all want to leave while he's gone?
We could.
Sure.
We could get her done. And they and oh yeah, and to the fans that are watching and listening, I want to tell them that we're gonna have lots of fun with college basketball season. We got a great cast. This is our almost our second full year, guys, and the football anyway. And I think it's gonna be fantastic. And obviously, we love college football. It's a great season. And thanks to everybody that's followed us through it and followed us on through the basketball, man. Keep up with it. All the conferences are great now. Root your team on.
Hey, and seriously, if y'all tune in, if y'all stream in, we'll try to recast the Andrew Griffith Show on every episode and come up with different ideas every time.
There you go. Andy Griffith ideology, he says.
It's a bit. It's a bit.
The Beverly Hillbillies was an amazing documentary.
I just had to grab some fiber gummies so I can do what Doug said.
Oh my God.
He didn't have to shit. He had to get to where he could shit.
Metamucil's making gummies now?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So that was yeah. That is just amazing stuff. They fiber gummies. So what does the fiber gummies do for you? You gotta break it down for me, Ed. I gotta know.
They'll just help you shit.
Yeah, just loosen you up there, Bob.
Yeah.
Oh, they make you more regular.
Bob,
he
you're not
said.
using fiber yet, Bob?
No. But
Well,
I'm
you know,
becoming
hey,
regular.
beer's got everything you need.
Oh, well, I tried vegetarian for a while, and not only was I regular, but it was the best. Everything come out the best that I ever did. It was done quick, clean. I'm just saying. But I tried vegetarian.
Budweiser's like breakfast in a can, Bob.
Oh, yeah, breakfast
That,
and
and, that and maybe a bowl of bran flakes. There you go.
Yeah, no, you have the bran flakes, and instead of milk, it's Budweiser.
There you go. Had to be done. And they, but yeah, that's what you got to do. Is Wheaties was the breakfast of champions now with the beer. Well, did anybody ever see the Kiss Unmasked video? And he's having cereal, and I think he's either pouring beer or Dr. Pepper or both in it. And he said,
it's root beer.
"Oh, it's root beer." So he said,
Yeah.
He said he had to have his roughage because he was a rough motherfucker.
I'm a rough guy. He said, and it was hard. It was hard to take him seriously, but he didn't really look that rough, did he, Bob?
He didn't look at rough, and They had one of the other memorable things about it is where they had the audition to be the holster for Gene's love gun.
Yeah. When they was going through the Kiss memorabilia, you mean?
Yeah, they went in there. There was like a little throne, right? There was girls hanging out of the wall like they were like heads, like you would have been hunting.
Yeah, they had heads on the wall, and he told them to change places to let you know
Yeah.
that they actually were alive.
Yeah, he told them to change places.
All right, then. All right, did we crash?
Did we crash? No, we had.
No,
I think we're done though. I think we need to thank everybody who's on the show: Bruce, Sean, Nikki, Ed, and all of our fans. You need to get the merchandise, subscribe, like, share, and fuck your team.
All right, again.
Absolutely. Later, guys.
Later,
Take
y'all.
care, guys.